name is Anthony Boil, and today I'm going to teach y'all how to cook Louisiana crawfish. Louisiana crawfish is a tradition here where the way you cook it, it depends on your family. Everybody is different. Those ideals and the way you cook it are given to each of us through tradition. Today, I'm going to show you how we do it here in Louisiana, how my family does it. And in order to do so, the first thing you want to do is get your equipment ready. What you're going to need is a crawfish pot, probably around 100 quart with a lid and a basket. You want to have a burner. You want to have an ice chest, roughly about 60 quarts. You want to have a table, preferably plastic, because when you pour your crawfish onto the table, the juices and things soak through. So a plastic table will be more durable and won't mess up your table. You also want to make sure you have a burner and the propane tank. Once you have your equipment together, you want to make sure it's all serviceable. So when you're going through, you want to make sure your tank is full, your ice chest, your table, and your pot are all clean. Once you have your equipment together, then you want to gather your ingredients. For your ingredients, you're going to get a sack of crawfish. Generally, a sack of crawfish is about 35 to 40 pounds. And you want to get at least 2 lemons for a sack of crawfish, a good water source, salt, roughly about a quart of salt, and about 4 pounds of seasoning. Once you have your seasonings together, you're going to put your pot onto your burner, and you're going to fill it about half full of water. And then once your pot is about half full, you're going to light your burner and get it going and start boiling. While you're waiting for it to come to a boil, you want to rinse your crawfish. You're going to make sure you get them nice and clean. So you're going to pour water in there, and you're going to wash them until the water is not muddy anymore. So you want to make sure you have an ice chest that has a plug so that you can drain the water out. Once you are done cleaning your crawfish, then you want to add your seasoning to your pot. There's where you're going to take your quart of salt, you're going to put about half into the water, and then you're going to take your seasoning, and you're going to put about 2.5 pounds of seasoning into your water. Then you're going to take your lemons, after you cut them in half, and you're going to squeeze the juice in there, and then you're going to put your lemons into the pot. Put your lid back on, and you want to crank your burner all the way up so that your water will start boiling. Once it comes to a boil, you're going to take your crawfish from your ice chest, and you're going to dump them into your basket. Once you get them in your basket, you're going to put that into the crawfish pot. Once the crawfish are into the pot, you're going to take and put the lid back on them. And then you're going to let the crawfish come back to a boil. Once it reaches a full boil, then you're going to make sure you have a timer, because you want to make sure that the crawfish boil for 3 minutes. Once they come to a boil and boil for 3 minutes, you're going to turn your water off, turn the burner off, and pull your crawfish out. At this point, you want to make sure your friend has that seasoning that you have remaining ready, because as you're taking them and dumping them from the basket into the ice chest, you want to make sure that they're slowly sprinkling seasoning onto your crawfish. What this is going to do is allow that additional seasoning to get all over everything. Once you have all the crawfish in the pot, you're going to close the lid and shake them up really well. What this is going to do is make sure all the crawfish are all coated well. Close the lid, and you're going to let it sit for 5 minutes. This is going to allow all those seasonings to seep into the crawfish themselves. Once they've set for 5 minutes, they're now ready to eat. And generally in Louisiana, the way we do it is we pour them all onto the table, and everyone gathers around and enjoys the crawfish. Thank you.